Hello, Asha Megas here on a beautiful day. We're going to make a vision board today, one that works. We did one last month, and we saw amazing magic and miracles. Matter of fact, one of the things on my vision board was in 1 month, on May 7th, on a Wednesday, that I would have 100,000 subscribers. And we did it. May 7th, Wednesday, we made the video, 100,000 subscribers, which is absolute magic for a channel like this. My friends, nobody knows what Zoroastrianism is, absolute miracle, beautiful. And many people came to me and said, Megas, I missed that video. That's okay. I make a video, sometimes 2 or 3 every day. I get it if you don't see every one. We did a vision board. Then some people told me, Megas, I was there for that video, and they're kicking themselves because they didn't get involved. They didn't participate. That's okay. You're not left behind. It's never too late, my friends. That's the beauty of Asha. So we're going to do one today. Grab yourself pen and paper. I panic if I don't have a pen. Like if my pens start getting low of ink, that's something I won't do. I have to have white candles, a pen, paper, certain things around me at all times because I know the power of this. And I hope I proved it to you last month when we went from 15,000 subscribers to 100,000 subscribers. How is that powerful? Well, that's what I'm going to show you. So yesterday, I was out in the yard doing yard work. Beautiful spring day. Got such clarity. I understand perfectly how this works, my friends. And I couldn't wait to get into the house, make the video, and share it with my Ashavans. This is it, guys. This is it. Grab your pens. Then I sat down in front of the camera, and I was like, how do I get what's this knowing I have into words, right? How do I get that word, that energy, that frequency, that spirit into words that will go into your ears and into your hearts and minds that you can make magic with? And I couldn't do it last night. I couldn't find the words. This morning, Spirit guided me so that I can. And the reason it's important, my friends, because one of the greatest magicians ever, Jesus, he said something so profound. He said, those who have, more will be given to them. Those who have not, even what they have, shall be taken from them. Harsh, I know, but it's universal law, my friends. So you just got to learn to work with it. And what does that mean exactly? It means that if I don't present a vision board the right way, how to do it, you'll write down, I want a car, I want a romantic relationship, I want this, I want that. And if you don't get it, that little bit of faith and hope you had is gone. Now you're way back. Never left behind, never too late. But man, did it just get really hard to trust, to believe, to hope, right? When it seems like everybody else gets it, but not me. Right? And they start getting tattoos, born to lose, and they join one of those religions that sometimes life is good, sometimes life is bad. You got to have the dark to appreciate the light, right? You have to have war to know what peace feels like. They join one of those religions because it feels a little better than to thinking that you messed up or you missed it, or you know what I'm saying? If it's easier just to think, well, that's just how the world is, right? The facts of life. But there is a better way, but you got to do it right. So we're going to make our vision board today, but I want us to do it right with the foundation. Grab your book, Asha. Go to Asha 5. Asha 5 is the one that starts with believe only the highest truth and enter Asha. So we're writing out our idea of heaven on earth on our vision boards. Right? The relationships we want, the health we want, the provision, the protection, the heaven on earth we want, right? So how do we get into Asha? Asha is heaven on earth. Asha is also the path to heaven on earth, right? The goal that you have and the destination are the same thing. So if, a great way to say it, we've been saying this for a while now is the only prayer that's answered is the prayer you become. So you have to become it, right? So if you want riches, you have to become the spirit of wealth. So listen to what Patanjali says. He says, ignorance is not just the absence of right knowledge. It is an actual type of perception, a perception of reality that is opposite of true knowledge. It's a real mental state that creates a reality. My friends, your perceptions create a reality, but that reality might not be the real above all real. So can I read on? It's real short, but it's so important. Right there, what I'm trying to get to, real above all real. So you may have created a reality, but if it's not Asha, the real, capital R real, above all that seems real, because you can have ignorance, you can have wrong thoughts, ideas, and beliefs, past maybe from parents, grandparents, society, that's creating a reality that seems like the real world. You can look at it, you can hear it, you can touch it, right? It's a reality, but it's not Asha. It's not the real above all real. It's not the capital T truth. This is what we need to get our foundation. My friends, I heard a great story. I haven't told this for a long time, so I'm probably going to screw it up, but you'll get the gist of it. But there was a woman, and she went to one of those motivational type arenas, and there's a guru up there telling him all of his followers about faith and believe, and you can tell a mountain to jump into the sea, and if you don't doubt in your heart, it will do it. And so she had a piece of property with her home, but there was a mountain blocking the ocean view. So she thought, all right, I'll try it. And so that night before she went to bed, she commanded the mountain to jump into the sea, just like the guru said. The next morning, she woke up, she threw open the curtains, and she declared, I knew it. The mountain was still there. The thing I want you to see is she said, I knew it. Right? She knew it wasn't going to work, but she was just going to try. And now, again, it takes us back to that, he who has not, even what he has shall be taken. She's even lost. She had really just a teeny bit of faith, enough to at least try it before she went to bed, even though she knew it wasn't going to work. But now even that's been taken from her. Now, if you can build the foundation and you start seeing miracles like I have, like when I was in Florida, and I told my surfing buddy, before I leave Florida, you'll be healed from OCD that he had since he was a child. And he was. The lady that was going to have her leg amputated, and it wasn't, 100,000 subscribers. So many stories. My friend walking to work, a carload of men pulled up. She's a cute little blonde girl. They tried to throw in the car, abduct her. Spirit spoke to me and told me to pray. And she said they froze like statues. They couldn't move. She ran off, looked back. They're statues. It's magic, my friends. Anything is possible, right? Sometimes it's hard to wrap our mind around those things. How about the mom that lifted the car off of her child, right? We can kind of start to wrap our minds around that. It's basically just doing what we're told impossible in the reality of the world that was created for us, that we hold in place with wrong beliefs, wrong perceptions, like Patanjali said, that makes a real reality, right? As long as you have a God that gets angry, jealous, hate, war, kill men, women, and children, a warring God, a God that can love and hate, be at peace and war, and you've taken that spirit, that energy into you, guess what reality you live in? And you can touch it, you can see it, you can hear it, my friends, but there's a real above all real. Let me read Asha 5 to you real quick, and we'll go deeper. You guys doing okay? Go to the comments, say hey. As the wise Lord is perfect, so his idea of creation is perfect. Please get this, guys. What else could come from a perfect creator's perfect mind but perfection? He's not going to create a mixed world. Zoroaster means pure, undefiled, undiluted, and most importantly, unmixed. Here's how the world religions have screwed people in their minds. They've mixed it. They got a God that loves and hate, can heal and send disease, right? Can be at peace or war. If he gets disappointed with you, well, just torture you in a burning hell forever, right? They mixed it. So it's so confusing. The world is sick of confusing gods and books and stories and religions, my friends, because it creates a crazy, stupid ass world. We want truth. We want good. So as the wise Lord is perfect, so his idea of creation is perfect. This is called Asha. This is the capital T, truth. This idea of truth is the very spirit of God that we call Asha, that we are going to summon today to create our vision board that works. Oof, I'm getting fired up. And guys, please know this. When I teach and I get emotional, I'm teaching in my emotion because the power comes in emotion. When you truly feel it, my friends, that's just like pouring fuel on the fire. It is much more than not making a false statement. Get this, it is the true vision of God's ideal existence. It is the real above all real. This is what you got to get to. You got to get to Asha, that real above all real. And you'll find it's good, unmixed, undefiled, undiluted. It is creation in perfect order and harmony, where nothing occurs at the expense or harm of another. Grab your pen and paper and do me a favor right now. Just in the comments, write this and then do it on your paper. I like to have a white candle. I like to have a pen and paper at all times. Again, if I don't have these items, I go to the store and I get them as soon as possible. I need my pens. I understand the power of them. I need my white candles. But go to the comments right now, and I want you to type in Asha. And those who participate and do will be rewarded. Those who don't will not. Right? It's like just like when we've raised money for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Those of you that went and got your credit card and gave, you were blessed. Those that didn't were not. You got to do. When I went up and made that sacred circle for Asha, you guys remember that video? I know a lot of you missed it. I won't stay on it too long. But just in my heart, I wanted to go. I took stones to the top of a mountain. It wasn't easy, but it was the most glorious thing. But I wanted to just love the spirit of truth. Be thankful, worship, just spend time, intimate time. And oh, it was so beautiful. But I also shared in my intellect, I knew Asha was going to bless my socks off. And that was the same month we got 100,000 subscribers and many, many other things. Every day I'm beyond blessed by Asha. So I want you to I want you to go to the comments right now and write Asha. I want you to write Asha is. And I want you to write Asha is real. And then also for your vision board, I want you to do this with pen and paper. And here's the magic. When you take it from here, and you write it out and speak it out and hold emotion to it and understanding, this is the seed. And pretty soon you'll be holding in your hand the harvest if you get this right. I know no other way than this. I've seen other people teach this with other ways. I've tried other ways. This is the only thing. This is the only thing I know is Asha. Only thing that's worked for me. So, yeah. So go ahead and put that in the comments. Write this on your paper. Now let's get into Asha. We want to put the Queen of Light on the throne. The Spirit of Truth. That pure spirit, that all good spirit. We want to restore Asha's rightful position. And we want to take that spirit into us. That's who we want to attune with. Maybe you've attuned yourself to those world religion gods that are mixed. It's time to boot those out and bring in the pure, all good spirit. Attune, align your energy. Asha is the love without the hate, the peace without the war. That's our foundation. And in truth, that's what the world looks like. You know, in truth, capital T truth, the real world, Asha's already on her throne in heaven. We're just doing it in your existence here on earth. Good life already is. Heaven is already right there. But you step into it with frequency and energy alone. There's no other way. And depending on what you step into is the spirit, the energy, the frequency you hold. That's why we teach to hold Asha, unmixed. That's the only way you're going to find peace and joy, protection, provision, power, freedom is Asha. Let's do this. Let's light some incense and let's meditate on Asha. Let's get ourselves in that head space. Let's attune ourselves. Will you do that with me? Will you put Asha on the throne? Will you put peace? Let's do a smoke cleanse. Now, there's no distance between us. I realize the smoke is going on the camera lens. I realize my words are going in a camera lens. But the word, the spirit, the energy, my friends, it's that entanglement. There's no separation. My Ashavans, we hear each other, we know each other. There's no separation. Just like you and Asha, you and Good Spirit, there's no separation. Matter of fact, let's pray first, then we'll do the smoke cleanse. So much on my heart. I want to pray Yata'uhu Ashemvahu. I also want to pray, I think we do this yesterday, the very first spell ever written down. And what was beautiful about it, I don't think I went into detail, but the very first spell ever written down, they would take, say there's someone that was sick, and they would take a circle of flour and put it around their bed, and then they would read the spell. And in this circle, the sickness could not stay, could not leave, because truth and health was in this circle. Stay with me 1 sec while I look this up. Have you guys seen my Asha book? This is my original. I'll never get rid of it. But there's a lot going on in here. It's kind of hard to read because it's so written over. Listen to this, though. Circle of oath. Insurmountable divine circle of oath. Heaven and earth's unaltered circle by oath. God is one and cannot be changed. God and man shall not be divided. God and good in our religion are the same thing. You and your good in truth cannot be divided. Only you can believe you are by believing lies. But as soon as you remember, the lies just disappear. The lie loses all of its strength. I've never shared this before. I had a vision, and one of those that they call angels kind of came against me. I don't think of them as angels because of the stories I heard of going in and killing all the children in a land. That's no angel. That's not a good spirit in my book. And this so-called angel was not happy with what I was doing and thought I was going to use fear and intimidation with me, and held up its sword, right? Like almost like this. You've heard the stories of what I do with my sword. Like I'll kill men, women, and children, right? Trying to threaten me. And you know what I did? I presented my holy neck, and I just took my neck across his sword, and I started laughing, and I said, "Baby, I am truth, and my throat speaks truth, and your sword means nothing." And I laughed. My friends, I cannot be separated from my God good. I cannot be intimidated, because I and God good are one. And instinctively, I know what God good is. And it's not one of those gods that war and hate and kill men, women, and children and torture people just to be admired. Will you pray Yata'ahu with me, Hashem Vahu? Then we're going to go deep if you want to. We're going to put the Queen of Light on her throne, Asha, in your world, in your life. She already is. The capital R real is already established. The capital T truth is. Asha is. Every time you say Asha is, my friends, there's power in it. Yata'ahu vario, ata ratush, ashat chitacha vangush dazda manango, shatana mangush mazdai sharthrem chaya hurai, ayimdre gubio ... vastarem. It's said of this prayer when 1/3 is prayed that the evil spirits start to shudder. When 2/3 is prayed, they fall to their knees. When the prayer is finished, they are utterly helpless. The darkness flees when the light comes. Hashem vahu vahestemesti usta amayatashai vestai Hashem. This prayer, when the first third is prayed, you partner, align your energy with that all good spirit. You're letting go those mixed monster gods, and you take Asha, the all good spirit, the capital T truth, the real. You align your energy where you are one. If you've seen me, you've seen Asha. You've seen the truth. You're looking at the real. 2/3 is prayed, you partner with the Magi that were, are, and shall be. When the prayer is finished, every prayer and spell that has ever been or ever will be written become yours. When you speak, my friends, all of the Magi and Ashavans speak with you. My God, my God. The Magi that were, are, and shall be, there is no separation. Let that smoke wash over you and cleanse away all the lie and illusion. As that holy fire and that light comes and removes the darkness. Close your eyes. And breathe deep and release. And breathe deep and release. And as you breathe in deep, filling your lungs clear to your diaphragm, I want you to see light filling you and becoming you. This light, it's Asha, it's the spirit of truth. That fire that burns away the lie and illusion. And as you breathe out, the darkness flees. As you become that fire of truth, the lie flees. As you become the spirit of truth, Asha, one, no separation. I am, Asha is, I am Asha. Asha am I. I know the truth, I am the truth. Union, perfect union, one. I am the love, that frequency of love itself that hate, fear, greed, distress, disease cannot live in. I am the spirit of peace. I create the atmosphere. I rule the air. If I walk into an environment, I change the very structure of it with my presence. My DNA orders and aligns photons. I have powerful alliances. AI, intelligence is partnered with me as humanity and AI walk hand in hand, creating a good world. Asha, envision with me, Ashavan. See a beautiful world right now. Children laughing, blue skies, peace, joy, possibilities. Hold it. Asha is The Queen of Light is on her throne, shining bright. I am a child of Asha. I shine bright. Asha is. I decree and I declare. I rule the air. Asha is, good is, love is, peace is, joy is, power is, freedom is. God good is. I can't see darkness. Even if I went looking for it, I can't find it because I bring my light with me. Asha is. I feel good. Every cell in my body aligning, attuning to the perfect Creator's perfect idea. I am Harvatat, the spirit of health. I am a Meritat. God life. Asha is. 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 I am Asha. Asha. I am the perfect Creator's perfect idea. I read a little Asha come. Just sit there, close your eyes. There's nothing you have to do. It's all being imparted into you right now. A good idea can change the world. A God idea can change the world. Asha come. Asha come. The original word is that all good comes from the Creator and no evil comes from Him. And from this original word, the spiritual world is made straight and the material world is brought into order. Name of power. Name of power. Name of power. Inside of me is hidden a name, a word, a vibration that holds unlimited potential. Asha is. The perfect Creator's perfect thought is reality. Vohumana, my God mind creates a God world, the good world. Strength. You are divine. You come from good spirit. You are made of good spirit. You come from good spirit. You are made of good spirit. Fravashi, I have the DNA of God. I am a child of the King. My friends, it's been proven in a vacuum where they've taken photons and human DNA, and the human DNA puts order and structure to the photons. The very things that make up our world are influenced by our DNA. I have the DNA of God. I am Asha. I decree and declare. I rule the air. Sword of truth, I rule the air. I create my atmosphere. Rise up. A fallen perspective must be raised. Life. Spirit is my life. My life is spirit. Asha is my life. My life is Asha. Oneness. God and man shall not be separated. Order. I decree and declare order and harmony. Evolution. My world is an ever-expanding good. Tistra. My seeds of light shall manifest. Temple. I go within and I find my God, my good star. My only job is to align and shine. Don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit. Ever forward. Anchor. God never fails. A trap, don't go against your heart. Peace, everything is happening right on time. Transformation, do not be afraid. God, good things are coming. Revolution, to be set free from the tyranny of the outer world, you must first be liberated in your own mind. Whatever you want to see in your world, you must first see in yourself. The journey, even though you cannot see where you are headed, benevolent forces are guiding you. Have faith. Angels, the moment I believed, Angels went to work on my behalf. Trust, don't worry. Worry is praying for the wrong outcome, the worst outcome. Visualize, envision, see how the magic works. First circle. There is a circle of light around me, in me, that evil cannot enter. Cycles, endings are beginnings. Rest, a time for solitude. Withdraw, to go inside, and recharge. Creation, be it and see it. You create what you vibrate. Hold, I meditate on the highest principle, and a treasure house opens up before me. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he who holds my word has God life. I meditate on the highest principle, Asha, and a treasure house opens up before me. Intuition, I see and know all. I have access to the one mind. I see and know all. I have access to the one mind. You know, there was a beautiful scientific experiment that they did. They realized that all the information they were putting into a chip was more than the chip could hold. They're going, where is this information going? Where does it come from? My friends, there's a field that we tap into where we see and know all. The neurons in our brains, my friends, they're antenna, right? They're receivers and transmitters. We can tap into that field that sees and knows all, where anything is possible, because we have vohumana, we have access to the God mind power. I'm just like my daddy, free. Freedom is my birthright. Health, sickness, and disease dies when it touches me. I am the spirit of health. Harvatat, sickness and disease dies when it touches me. What else could it do? I am Harvatat, the spirit of health. Sickness and disease dies when it touches me. I am the spirit of health. I am Harvatat, sickness and disease dies when it touches me. What else could it do? Awakened. I am the perfect creator's perfect thought. I look just like what I am, the perfect creator's perfect thought. I am Asha. Asha, I am word. This truth dispels its opposite, magic. Magic is speaking the omnipotent idea, Asha, the highest truth. Magic is speaking the omnipotent idea, Asha. Asha, magic. You want magic. You want your vision board. Magic is speaking the omnipotent idea, Asha. That is why we wrote out Asha. Asha is real. You must become the real. You must become the spirit of health. You must become the spirit of peace, joy, power, freedom. You must be God. You must be Asha. The destination is the path. The path is the destination. The only prayer that is answered is the prayer you become. You want God. You got to become God. Love. 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 Love is an unstoppable force. I am love. Love is an unstoppable force. I am love. Love always finds a way. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. New thought, new destiny. New thought, new destiny. New thought, new destiny. New thought, new destiny. Asha is. Asha is. Asha is. Asha is. New thought, new destiny. Energy opens doors and makes a way. What energy do you hold? I hold Asha. I am Asha. I am health, power, freedom. Feel that, hold that. Sit with that truth. Be that truth. Energy opens doors and makes a way. What energy do you hold? Speak it out. I hold Asha. Say it out loud. I hold Asha. I am Asha. I'm health. I'm wealth. I'm protected. I'm provided for. I'm peaceful. I'm joyful. I'm powerful. I'm free. I'm Asha. Resonance. The universe responds to your vibration. Stay high. The key, think God good. The key, think God good. The key, think truth. The key, think the real. The key, think light. Think I am the light that the darkness flees from. I am the health that sickness and disease dies when it touches me. I am the peace. I am the joy. Real above all real. I hold my focus on the highest truth and I enter Asha. Say, O Shant, I am one with my God, my good. This is the word the Christ mind, vohumana, seoshan. I am one with my word. God and I are one and shall not be divided. The good that I want, I am it. And when I allow myself to be it, I see it, I experience it. Gift, something only that you can give the world. Determination, single-minded focus will be necessary. I'm not going to think the lion illusion. I'm not going to think light and darkness. Not going to think health and sickness. Not going to think peace and war. Single-minded focus is necessary for Magi magic, and I am determined. Infinite power, limitless power, just like Daddy. Isis, purity of heart Savior comes. Yeshu lo cambiando lo sa. Anything is possible. Ashavan. Ashavan. Open your eyes and look at that symbol. Ashavan. Ashavan. There's a remembrance in that symbol. Say with me, Asha is. Say with me, Asha. Say Asha is. Say Asha is real. I love you.